Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I dyed my hair. I'm sure I would get like a million comments about it if I didn't address it. I dyed my hair. I was bored of the blonde, so I dyed my hair. I honestly don't know what inspired me to make this video today. I don't know how I got the idea. I was just like, I'm gonna make my animals some gourmet meals. I have no idea where the idea came from. I was just like, it's a good idea. Let's make some gourmet meals. So that's what we're doing, you know. Probably gonna be a stupid video or maybe really interesting. I have no idea, but I want to make some gourmet meals for my animals. I'm sure they will appreciate it. Do want to say that not every single animal I own will be like included in this video because, for example, my snakes eat mice and rats. How do you make a dead rat gourmet? I don't think you do. And there's another reason I will not be including my snakes, and that is because last time I posted a feeding all my pets video, I included my snakes in it and it got demonetized and age restricted. So my snakes aren't going to be in the video today. There will be like a couple others that I'm not including in the video because some of them I don't know how to make gourmet meals for. For example, like I said, my snakes, how do you make snake food gourmet? How do you make fish food gourmet? So yeah, I don't know. And also my chameleon, like I could make a cool gourmet chameleon meal, but I have like the world's pickiest chameleon. He will not eat anything other than crickets, which is really annoying. I wish he would eat more because I like giving my animals a nice varied diet, but he won't eat anything other than crickets, and crickets aren't very gourmet. Another reason I'm not going to show my chameleon in this video is because his new cage is all done. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but a little while ago I made a video saying that I was building my chameleon a huge cage, and it's all done. He's in his new cage now, and I don't want you guys to see it until I do like my cage reveal video. I want it to be like a total surprise, even though I already tweeted pictures of it, so I want it to be a YouTube surprise, okay? So I'm not showing him because he's a picky eater, he only eats crickets, and I don't want you to see his new cage. I can already see like all these people commenting that my intros are too long because I always get that comment. But you know what? Let's go and start making some gourmet meals for my pets. So here we are at my table. We're gonna prepare the food on this table. So first I thought we would start off with my blue-tongued skink. So this is her food bowl here, and we're gonna make her a nice gourmet meal. Now blue-tongued skinks eat all kinds of things. They eat vegetables, fruit, insects, meat, all sorts of things. Many people feed their skink dog food, that's like a very good option, and I do that, but I also like to, you know, spice it up some, so we're gonna like really spice it up. In this container here I have my dog food and some thawed out vegetables. The food that I feed my skink is frozen raw dog food, so I have to thaw it out, and I have some like vegetables in here also that I also thawed out. This is kind of like the main diet. Now I'm also going to take some lettuce. This is green leaf lettuce, because I don't know, you know, like when gourmet stuff is like on a piece of lettuce, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's like just to make it look fancy, like no one actually cares about the lettuce, but you just gotta make it look nice, you know? Okay, so we're gonna take the lettuce and place it right there because that makes things fancy. This is gourmet. And now I'm going to take the dog food and the peas and carrots and just like, you know, stick it on here. There we go. Blue-tongued skinks, at least mine, most of them do really like bananas, so I'm going to put a little bit of banana on here. How can I make this look gourmet? Cut it up into little slices. Okay, I'm gonna like place the slices so that they look nice. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try. You know what? I tried, okay? Now we have our banana done, and now I'm going to add some insects. I picked up a bunch. So I have hornworms, superworms, I have butterworms, waxworms, and some night crawlers. We're gonna give her all of them. Now I feel like they're gonna like climb out of this bowl really easily, but it's fine. Okay, let's take some waxworms. quite a few wax worms on there. So now I'm going to put a couple butter worms. I only have 10 of these. And I do want to give some to other animals also, so I'm not going to use too many. Gave her 4 butter worms, so I still have 6 left. Now I'll give her 2 super worms. I have 1 hornworm, so the super worms are trying to escape. And lastly, we're going to give her a night crawler. Yum. Yum, right? Maybe I'll give her 2. Oh my gosh, they're escaping. And 2 earthworms. Yum. How appetizing. So gourmet. Okay, let's go and give Bella her gourmet meal. Just in case you wanted a lovely close-up, here's what it looks like. So yummy. One last thing. I almost forgot to add the calcium, so I'm just going to go and sprinkle a little bit on here and then we can feed it. There we go. Excuse me, Bella. Excuse me. Your food is right here. Bella, eat your food. Come on. Look, your food is escaping. Oh, there she goes. Ooh, okay, your food is still escaping. Oh my god, okay, this worm needs to chill out. Oh my goodness. What am I supposed to do with these escaping worms? This worm is like dancing. That's cute. I'm surprised she hasn't like gone after the banana yet. Oh, okay, there she goes. Bella, why do you always get food on your face? Why? Why? Why do you always just end up with like food right there? I'm going for the banana. Oh my god, there's an earthworm under there. What is she doing? What are you doing? He's struggling to get this banana. Oh my gosh. Bella, you want to eat this whole piece of lettuce just like all at once? Wow, I wish I was that healthy. Okay, I will leave you to finish your meal in peace now. Thank you for enjoying your meal. I worked hard on it. Okay, next up I'm going to make some meals for my African fat-tailed gecko and my leopard gecko. I have their food dishes here. In case you didn't know, African fat-tailed geckos and leopard geckos are both insectivores, so they only eat insects. They don't eat vegetables or like meat or anything like that. So I'm just gonna make, I can't talk. I'm just gonna make them some nice worm meals. Usually when I feed them, I typically only give them like 1 or 2 types of worms at a time. Like I'll give them like super worms one night or whatever, but I'm just gonna give them a big party of worms. When it comes to my leopard gecko, I like to feed her super worms. And then my African fat-tailed gecko doesn't eat super worms, she eats mealworms. So I'm going to put some mealworms in her bowl. And now I'm going to give them each a couple waxworms. I do want to point out that waxworms should only be fed to leopard geckos and fat-tailed geckos occasionally, like as a treat. Waxworms aren't really the best for them and they're actually really addicting. Like leopard geckos will literally become addicted to them, which isn't good. So it's important that you only feed them like very occasionally. Like I think I've only fed these like a few times in my whole life. So I just use them as a treat, and since we're making some nice gourmet meals, of course we need to have something special. So we're gonna add a couple wax worms. I'll give 2 worms to each gecko. Okay, so they each have 2 wax worms, and I'm going to give them each a butter worm. Maybe I'll give them 2 butter worms. And once again, I'm going to take their calcium powder and put some calcium on the worms. And I just like to kind of shake it up to like make sure the calcium really gets on them. Okay, so here's my fat tails and here's my leopard gecko. Let's go feed them. Oh my god, the worm is crawling out. Get back in. Okay, let's go feed them now. So Daisy, who is my African fat-tailed gecko in here, is really shy. So she only will eat with the lights off. I guarantee you she's like in this little hide here. So yeah, she'll only eat when all the lights are out, so we're definitely not going to see her, but here's her meal, and she'll just kind of come and eat it at some point throughout the night. Here we can see my leopard gecko is very eager to eat, aren't you? Enjoy! Look at all the yummy worms. Are you gonna eat them? What are you doing? She's such a weird eater. Come on, just eat your worms. They're all right there. You can eat them whenever you want. Are you just licking them? I think my gecko's broken. I'm gonna try and just putting them on the ground. Can you just eat it? Can you please eat it? Please? Please? Oh, there we go. Finally ate something. Yum. I'm gonna leave the rest in the bowl for her because she doesn't seem to want to eat them, so they're all just back there. And you can eat them whenever you want. That's really all for my reptiles. Like the rest, I can't really make anything gourmet. Like, how do I make crickets gourmet? Or how do I make Pangea gourmet? Or rats? Like, that's really all that's going to work for my reptiles that I could do like fancy food for. We're gonna move on from reptiles now and go on to my hedgehog. So I'm going to start out with like the regular cat food that I always use for my hedgehog. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, take a little bit of this. Now to make it extra gourmet, we're gonna give him a lot of bugs. Hedgehog really loves insects, so you know, to spice things up and make it gourmet, we're gonna give him all different kinds of bugs. He's gonna be so excited. So first I'm going to take some mealworms. These are honestly his favorite. So I'm going to add a bunch of mealworms in here. And I'm also going to give him some mealworm beetles. I've never actually fed him any of the beetles before, so this will be a nice treat. I'm going to give him 2 superworms. My hedgehog is super gross when he eats superworms. He like takes the superworm and like chews it and then sucks all of the guts out and then just leaves like the skin. It's really gross. But he likes it. And then I believe I have 2 butterworms left. I think that's how many I have left. You know, if I'm good at math, that's how many I should have left. Why do I only see 1? Okay, so we're gonna give him 2 butterworms, and then we'll give him a couple waxworms also. Okay, here's my hedgehog's meal. All of these bugs remind me of like the scene in The Lion King where, you know, they're like eating all the bugs from under the log. You know, this is what all of this reminds me of. So here's my hedgehog's food. Let's go and feed him now. Okay, I went ahead and I decided to add a couple crickets. So there's a few crickets in here now also. Look who came out to smell their food. Glad you're enjoying your meal. I'll let you finish that in peace now. I'm happy you like it. Okay, next I'm going to do my hamster's food. So I am just going to be giving them their regular like food mixes. I actually just put out a video on like how I make this food mix, so if you want to check that out, I will like link it up here. So as I said, I'm just going to add some of the regular food mix, but you know, this is gourmet, so I'm going to add a couple things to it to make it gourmet, you know. I'll take this one here is my Syrian hamster mix, so I'll put a little bit in each of my hamster's food dishes. And then this is my dwarf hamster's food bowl, so I'm going to take some of his mix and put it in here. Okay, so this is all of their regular food mix, but I am going to add some stuff to it to make it a little fancier. First, I'm just going to add a little bit of lettuce into them. And I'm also going to give them a little bit of apple. Only want to give them a little bit because obviously apple is high in sugar. It should only be a treat. So I'm just going to give them a little tiny bit of apple. And here I actually have a little bit of cooked pasta. So I'm going to kind of break this up into some tiny pieces and give them all some pasta. And there's that. And lastly, I'm going to add a couple treats into there. So these here are just like dried fruit. So again, I'm only going to add a little bit because, again, sugar. And I'm actually not going to give any to my dwarf because they are prone to diabetes. So I really like to avoid sugar with them. So the tiny bit of apple I already gave him is enough sugar. So I'm just going to give this to my Syrians. And again, just a little bit. And lastly, I'm going to give them one of these treats. These don't have any added sugar into them, so I'm not too concerned about these. So I'm going to go ahead and give them each one of these. So that's that. I have my 2 Syrians and my dwarfs food all right. And before we feed the hamsters, I'm going to go ahead and do my mouse food. I do use multiple food dishes for my mice to make sure there's never any like territorial issues, because when you do have multiple mice living together, even females, when you have female mice living together, they can get territorial over things such as food bowls, so it is best to have multiple food dishes to avoid that. So once again, I already have their food mix all right here. This is what I usually feed them. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of this into each bowl. And I also just completely remembered I forgot to add the carrot, the little shredded piece of carrots I have into my hamster food. So I'm going to add a little bit of carrot into them. Okay, so here we have the mouse's main food, but now I'm going to add a couple things again, such as vegetables and pasta and some treats. So I'll add a little bit of lettuce in, a couple tiny apple slices, same as I did for the hamsters. And now I'm going to add some pasta. I'm also going to give my mice one of these. I'll put like one in each bowl and a little bit of these. Okay, so here are the mouse food bowls and here are the hamster food bowls. So let's go and feed these. And right in here we have Henry, who is my dwarf, and he looks like he's ready for some food, so, or he's ready to run on the wheel. Okay, so next we're going to add the food bowls into the mouse cage for them. Oh, you can come get some food. Put one right up here and move your saucer. You don't care about the food, or do you? And I'll put this one over here. Why don't you want your gourmet food? Oh, you want gourmet food. No, no. Why does no one want their gourmet food? Looks like the mice aren't too hungry right now. I guess I'll just leave them be with their gourmet food. Oh, are you? Oh. She's eating some lettuce. There we go. Thank you for the appreciation. Oh, someone else is appreciating it. Well, thank you guys for appreciating all the hard work I put into making your food. Okay, I'm just going to leave them be. He's over here enjoying some food. They were enjoying some food earlier, so like I said, they can just enjoy it as they please. And lastly, we have the hamster. So this here is Spice's food dish, and this is Pumpkin's food dish. So I'm just gonna go and add those in now. Spice is asleep. I haven't seen her out yet this evening. So she, like I said, she's asleep, so she'll come and eat that when she wants to. So I'll just close this for now. But I do see Pumpkin in here. I'm not sure if he's awake or not, but, oh, he's moving. Oh, hello, Pumpkin. Oh my gosh, hello. Do you want some gourmet food? Again, I made you some good food. Enjoy it. Okay, well, I mean, he's just gonna continue to sit here and pouch stuff, so I think we'll just let him do that on his own. We don't need to watch it for like 8 minutes. So, moral of this video is I'm practically a chef now. I don't know how anyone could ever do better than that. This was like some Gordon Ramsay type cooking, you know? It was just real fancy. I think that's really all I can do for today. Like I said, a lot of my pets, like, I don't know how to make gourmet meals for. Like, honestly, I feel like the only real gourmet thing here was like my skinks. That was some good stuff. I don't know if this video was a fail. I don't know if it was good. I'm a chef though, so it doesn't matter. I'm a professional chef. So yeah, I think that's going to be all for my video today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my channel. I would love it. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I post. And check out all my social media. Everything is EmmaSam99. It's going to be in the description below though, so you can check it all out there. So go and do that. I would enjoy it if you followed me. Yeah, all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you're all going to become chefs now too. I know my cooking skills are just like out of this world. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.